Let's see what we can do in 1 hour in Denver. Follow these next few visuals if you're not planning on renting a car. This is the cheapest and quickest way to get downtown. But once we get to Union Station, I'm going to show you some top activities covering food, art, and history that you can do in a walking loop so that you can feel like you got to know the city, especially if you're not planning on staying long. All right, let's do it. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to fuel up, and what better place to get coffee than this district that you're in right now, which is home to a lot of fancy coffee shops.
Can I get a large cold brew on tap?
Yeah, did you want a nitro?
This is one of the many shops that you can get a fancy cup of coffee, but if you're not into that, every 2 blocks there's a Starbucks, literally not even joking.
You have a great rest of your day.
Denver is actually really sunny. If you're anything like me, you probably expected Colorado to be just covered in snow. You're gonna have to wear sunscreen even if you're downtown. I learned my lesson. I got sunburnt the first day. You're gonna get a tan. At this point, you're walking distance away from the art district, known as Rhino, or River North, where even a short walk will expose you to hundreds of murals that have been painted by amazing artists.
Detour, he did Breonna Taylor over right over here on Walnut.
Okay.
Here's a local telling me what his favorite murals are. And side note, I found the locals in this area of Denver and Boulder to be some of the friendliest and most patient people I've ever met. So I highly recommend striking up some conversations. But if you don't want to do that, there's a map online that has most of the murals outlined so that you don't have to worry about missing anything during your graffiti walk. Now it's time for a snack. Here's a place that's recommended if you're with a large group and looking for something quick, but I actually have separate videos where I taste test 3 must-try restaurants by the city's top food bloggers, so check those out if you're really interested in the food scene. The Denver Central Market has a lot of local vendors all in one building, and will have something for everyone, including ice cream, coffee, and even a bar, so it's a great place to stop and refuel during your art walk. Next, continue down Larimer Street in order to get your history fix. This is known as Larimer Square, which is the oldest block in the city. Each building dates back to the 1860s when Colorado first became a U.S. territory. By the way, if you get tired of all this walking, Lyft and Uber are both very accessible around here. I was using both and price checking both, and I found that Lyft does a lot better here, saving you a couple dollars on each trip. Finally, you're going to stick around here on 15th and Larimer, which takes us to our final activity, which is shopping. There are lots of little shops and boutiques to check out where you will find plenty of vintage West souvenirs.
We have everything. We have sheepskin, we have wool, fur, cowhide, different stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to look around now.
Sure.
As well as other quintessentially Denver souvenirs that you can bring back home with you. Because if you don't bring back a giant stuffed bear, did you even go to Denver?